Man, it is amazing the way the universe basically fulfills whatever you ask for. Marc Accetta here, driving. But I'm not driving in Texas where I live or New Jersey where I grew up. This is the Austrian countryside. I always wanted to drive around the Austrian countryside ever since I saw the movie Band of Brothers, actually the miniseries. And one of the last episodes, they were in the Austrian countryside. I'm like, man, I really want to go there and I want to just drive around. Well, today I was supposed to be flying from Vienna, which is in Austria, to Ljubljana. Started the day in Tel Aviv, and I was up at 3 a.m. after being up till about midnight because had an early flight to be able to connect in Vienna, and there's not a lot of flights going from Vienna in Ljubljana, and mine was canceled, and there were no more for the rest of the day. So I found out after I got virtually no sleep, and I had no idea how I was going to get to Ljubljana, rent a car. What a concept. And I wasn't thinking about driving in the Austrian countryside and fulfilling one of my dreams. I was thinking about, man, I got to get there by 3 o'clock to do a meeting and keep my commitment. Because you can't give people excuses. Excuses are for losers. You've got to go ahead and do whatever it takes to keep your word, right? We all know that. So anyway, here I am, I'm getting my car, and I think it's 290 euros later, or 400 and some odd dollars, that I really wasn't planning on spending. But you know what? Why get upset about spending money that I really didn't want to spend? Because I'm getting to fulfill one of the things on my bucket list, and I'm going to be at the meeting on time. So my point is I decided just to have a good time and roll with it. So I got in the car, and I'm driving. Now, the other part is, this is a Peugeot, and it's a stick shift. You can see that. My very first car was a stick shift. That was a long time ago. Mark doesn't really do stick shifts anymore, so this poor clutch is really having a wonderful time right now. Feel bad for it. I don't know, by the way, if I'm supposed to be filming a clip video while I drive in Austria. If you know any Austrian authorities, please don't tell them, because I don't want to get in trouble after the fact. You know how sometimes, like, if you go through a traffic light in a city in America, they give you a ticket later even though you weren't there? I hate that. Why did we vote for that? That's a whole different video. People actually voted that they wanted that. What is wrong with those people? Anyway, I'm sure one of you will send me an email and let me know why we're supposed to do that. But it's okay if you want to send me an email. I'd love to know. I just think it's amazing. I guess we figured we weren't getting enough tickets. Anyway, look at that. More amazing Austrian countryside. I don't know if you can see how beautiful this is. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and zoom a little bit. Maybe you can see with the zoom a little more better. It's really like the sound of music. This is amazing. So anyway, the bottom line is I get in my car, and I pull up to the gas station because I want to make sure I'm going in the right direction to get to Ljubljana. I don't want to drive hours in the wrong direction because I definitely have to be prompt. And when I go to back up, I'm going to have to go ahead and unzoom again so you can see this stick shift. Can you see the reverse there? I mean, I think I know how to go into that reverse. I used to have the same thing in my car, but I don't think I really understand anymore, because when I went to go in reverse, the car wouldn't reverse. So I kept putting it into drive when I thought it was in reverse, and I kept stalling out, and I almost hit people in front of me, and then I almost hit a guardrail in front of me. It was pretty embarrassing, and people were looking at me like this. Like, what the what? I know they were definitely saying bad things and maybe even cussing at me in other languages. So it was pretty funny. I mean, I was humiliated. It reminded me of the time I dropped the bench press bar on my chest when I was trying to do bench press, and I was trying to push out that one rep, and not so much, so it was laying on my chest and someone had to come and lift it off me. That was pretty embarrassing too. So I guess my point is, number one, when embarrassing things happen, laugh at yourself. Other people are going to laugh at you, so you might as well laugh at yourself. Wow, is that amazingly beautiful? So that's point number one. And point number two is, don't miss the gift. Don't miss the wonderful deal. This is an amazing gift. Even though it's a frustrating situation, even though I haven't had much sleep, even though I had to spend more money than I wanted, this is absolutely awesome. And even if it wasn't a dream to drive an Austrian countryside, and it wasn't on my bucket list, it's still phenomenal. And soon I'm going to be in another country, Ljubljana, and meet some amazing people. So I just want to share that with you. Sometimes you just got to turn a negative into a positive, and more importantly, you got to be able to laugh at yourself, because folks, crazy, bad, rotten, upsetting things happen to all of us. So just literally laugh more. I mean, just see the humor and stuff. And other people are laughing at us, so we might as well laugh at ourselves too. So that's all I've got. I'm going to go back to driving a stick shift. I'm going to see if I can drive. I think this thing, that's a speed limit right there, but I'm going to make believe I'm on the Autobahn and just go as fast as I can. So maybe our next video will be me with an Austrian policeman asking him why he pulled me over. We'll see. Anyway, that's all I got. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next time. I'm going to go back to looking at the beautiful hills and singing. I've been singing the sound of music all morning. I think I'm going to change to doe, a deer, a female deer. It's also from the movie, if you haven't seen it. But you can only sing The Hills Are Alive with the Sound of Music so many times before even you're sick of it. That's all I got. Talk to you later.